and OG take the series clean 2-0. And of course, partially due to the performance of this man right here. Hey, Taiga, how are you doing?
Oh, hello. I'm doing good. We just won, so
Yeah.
amazing.
It was great to watch. We have a couple questions for you. I'm going to start off with some non-Dota related because we have noticed that you are at the boot camp in Portugal. How is the facility there in No-Tail and the puppies?
Oh, it's great, dude. You know, the one favorite thing when it comes to me is that I love animals. They have like 3 dogs here, and I just cannot, could be away for too long. I just want to see the puppies and they fight against each other and they run around with their tiny paws. It's just too cute for me, And there's a one big dog, and it's also very, very, how to say it?
Cute.
Attractive, I guess.
Dog. Yeah.
Like, I just love dogs. I don't know what to say.
I must say those 2 puppies look absolutely adorable when I see them on the Instagram. But I've also noticed that your teammates are not at boot camp. What's up with that?
Our teammates are still very young, so they are not fully vaccinated yet, which is like understandable because they're 16. So they took their first dose, and I believe that it's best for them to travel when people are fully vaccinated, so it's a lot safer for everyone involved. And so we're doing that, I think in mid-January, maybe in the start of January. We're not sure yet. It depends on when they can take the second vaccine.
Okay, well, I'm glad to hear that you guys are taking everything safe. And with that, are you going to stay there over Christmas then? Because you're there already now by yourself. Well, with No-Tail, of course, there as well. Are you going to stay there throughout the entire the rest of the season?
No, I'm going back tomorrow, actually. I was just tired of the cold weather in Norway. I was like, okay, I need a week off somewhere else and a warmer weather and just relax, And Portugal was a nice place. I wanted to hang out with the puppies. I wanted to hang out with No-Tail, and there was like a lot of things. A lot of information. Good info. Well, I learned for a big daddy himself.
We saw you play Snapfire. I've got a question about game 1. When you played Snap, you remembered the cookie that you hit on the Slark, and I was wondering how much of that was intentional. Do you remember that when you were going high ground?
Yeah, I definitely do. It was a 50-50 play. It was like either it's going to go that way, because I don't know where it's going to go, right? It's either it's going to go that way or the other way. So it was a 50-50 play. Like, what happens if I miss? Nothing happens. You just go back. So if I hit, I kill him. If I don't, then nothing bad happens. So.
That's fair. It's and it worked out because you did hit and he did indeed die. And we see you have a lot of fun with the squad. And I'm curious, you don't switch teams that often, Taiga. You've been with Team Liquid, of course, former Alliance, for a very long time. So this is a relatively new / unusual concept for you, to at least to see you play in a different team. How's it been adapting to everything?
I think it's been great, actually. I think mostly it might be because the players are very young and they're like pretty open-minded. I think everyone is pretty open-minded and mature when it comes to like Dota gameplay, and when we talk about Dota itself. It's actually a lot. It's easier than I thought to play with new players. I thought there would be a lot of like conflicts and a lot of egos issues but I was wrong about that. They're actually pretty good at understanding Dota gameplay itself and at like listening to people when they're talking. So I appreciate that, and I gotta say I was pretty surprised when I first started playing with them.
I'm pleasantly surprised in that case, I hope. I'm here with Tsunami and Avery. They'd also like to ask you some questions.
Yeah, and congrats on the win. I'm curious about your guys' team environment, if it differs between the wins and losses, because currently you haven't had a lot of losses because you guys haven't played a huge amount of matches, right? You're a brand new team, but you do scrim a lot and you have had some games that didn't go your way. So I'm curious, it seems like when we see you guys on the cameras, the energy is very high. You're all laughing, you're having a good time. Is that also the case in the losses? Because sometimes with new teams, it varies, right?
Yeah, our first loss was against Team Liquid, I guess, and I think we handled it pretty well. I think everybody was like maybe a bit down, but we took a small break and then we just came back together as 5 and we talked about things and everybody was in good mood. Our team, in most of the cases, always like in good vibes in a way.
So win or lose doesn't matter. You guys are going into the next game with the same mentality, pretty much.
It's hard to say, right? Because we own like some kind of momentum right now. We're feeling it, and maybe when we have a lose streak, perhaps it starts getting worse, or when we get to LAN, if we ever get there, and then we start losing at LANs, maybe there's something, how something might happen. I'm not sure. Like,
Yeah.
The players are still very young, so.
Yeah, it's an unknown.
The vibes seemed very high for this game too. Do you hear any logic on why ATF was dropping mantles all over the place, or was he doing that quietly on the sly?
I don't know, but he's having fun. He's just feeding himself. He's dropping these mantles. Like, I think these guys need some more mantles, and they need to wear more mantles because they're getting outplayed. Blah blah blah. He's just feeding himself too much. He's 16. Can't really say a lot against that. We all been at age at some point. Yeah.
And for you, in this transition from Liquid, we got a chance to talk to Insania, and he mentioned that you basically proposed that if everyone else wants to stay on the team, then I'm willing to leave myself. So was that basically like you almost quitting your job before you had another one lined up? What was that experience like when you said you're willing to leave a DPC team when you didn't even have another one ready for you?
I was definitely not certain that I was going to join OG and anything. It was even before TI even started. I mean, we've been playing for so long, we're still like good friends and we're close, and like after that devastating year that we didn't make TI and everyone's feeling down, I think everyone knew that we needed a change, and it was like, and like, it's hard to find a change, because all 5 players are so close to each other. You don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, so I just want to make sure, like, if you need a change, like, I don't mind if it's me or blah blah blah, like stuff like that. And I'm glad, I see that I'm doing well, and I personally feel like I'm doing fine as well. So it's great on both sides.
Stand-up guy, Taiga. Stand-up guy. I think that is a very. I think that's a very high IQ play, EQ play even.
EQ
play. That's what I'm
That's
going.
right.
Yeah, no, seriously, that is top tier stuff. And you are absolutely right, but because you guys are crushing it, you're doing great. Of course, this result was definitely a very convincing win against Team Nigma Galaxy. And congratulations once again. And thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. Always a pleasure, and looking forward to the next one.
Thank you.
Thank you. I mean, that's top tier stuff. It's like, okay, guys, I don't want anybody else to feel hurt, so I'll leave.
That is not the transfer of power, typically in Dota games.
That is not something that happens in Dota, right? Like, generally, it's like, okay, I got a slot on a DPC team, so I want to stay. I can imagine that's the way it goes.
The other version is sometimes people say, just kick me.
Get the hell out of my team.
Like, I want to be out of here. Just send me the other way.
Sure, but when you have 5
That was more
friends,
amicable, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, none of them want to kick each other. They all feel like a change is necessary. What do you do?
Yeah.